What is going on, everybody? My name is Shawnahue99, and it is Tuesday, May 26, 2026, and that means one thing and one thing only: the conference finals for VVHL Season 10. It is time. It is here. We have 4 all-star teams lined up to duke it out to see who will battle for the division or for the Season 10 championship. One fighting to win the Crunch division, one fighting to win the Surge division, both fighting for a chance at glory in the finals. I hope you're all having a great day, everybody. It has been one here. I'll tell you that much, because it has been a long wait for this moment, and this moment right here where we get to go over everything that happened last week. I'll go over everything that's coming up this week, and the excitement that is going to be not only these games, but the potential matchups that we are going to see in the finals. Thank God I'm not alone. Thank God these beauties are here. Starting things off, the one, the only, barrel-aged superhero. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well. I've been soaking in my thoughts for a while, and I've really come to really understand these playoffs in a way that I hadn't before. And by that I mean things have happened, and I still have no idea what's going to happen in the future. But since they've happened, I now better understand them. That's my insight, is Captain Hindsight. So I look forward to talking about what has happened, though. I look forward to talking about what we're going to be seeing in the future here. So this has been an interesting playoffs. We knew it would be. Season 10 has been everything we've hoped it has been. 3 of the 4 series going to Game 7. What else can you ask for? So this has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it absolutely has been, man. The action on the ice has just been awesome. Back and forth, 3 Game 7s. What more can you ask for? I'm going to ask this beauty right here, right now, what more he can ask for. Mikey Diesel, tell the people, what more can we ask for right now, and how you doing, buddy? All right. I thought that he just muted. I guess he had to go there for a second. Either way, we're going to have the only Mr. Mikey Diesel with us here in just a moment or two. BA, what a week it was. Awesome action Tuesday. A big swing of things on Wednesday for a bunch of teams there. Capped off with a beautiful Thursday of 3 Game 7s. That we all got to watch back to back to back. It was just a fantastic time this week. I don't even know what more this week can offer. Mr. Mikey Diesel's here, everybody. How you doing, Mikey? And what more can we expect than we've already seen from these teams?
Dude, I already forget the answer that I was like mid-giving when you were like, oh, he's not here. So now just excited for tonight. Hopefully a lot of people are tuning in. I can't guarantee who's going to win or lose, but I can guarantee that these games are going to be tight and the action's going to be amazing, and it's going to be that much better with Sean and BA on the 1 and 2 of the broadcast this evening.
Oh man, hey, we're blessed to have you here with us here as well. Hopefully, we'll be seeing Mr. Backblast Dan joining us in a bit. But yeah, I mean,
he just joined us now. Say his name and he appears.
I believe
even Joe Hendry.
I believe him where he lives, and that other place, and that place.
You live, or I have no clue what's going on.
We are live right now, buddy. We are just saying hello to everybody.
Wonderful.
And hello to you. We are here. It is the Final 4. We are at our conference finals. How are you feeling?
Man, I'm pumped for tonight. I'm just hoping that. Do I sound okay? Does this?
You sound great.
You sound better than ever, honestly.
Honestly, shout out to my job that fired me. You know what I mean? They left me a headset. I totally forgot about it. It's a little rinky-dinky, and it's paying off in dividends. Thanks, guys.
We are
getting, as long as you don't have to DC and rejoin and stuff like that, it's good enough for the evening, you know?
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
I actually have to turn you down because you were bad before. Now you're fantastic.
Well, these ones go to 11, much like our season 11 signups, which are going on until Friday.
That's right. We're going to talk about that right away. Before we go about anything, we've got Between the Whistles coming up. Well, we're going to have one from Monday yet that's still coming up. We're all looking forward to it. But every Monday exclusively on Spotify. Mr. Mikey Diesel coming at us with
That'll
his
be out tomorrow.
segments. Perfect. I'm so excited for it,
For
man.
sure.
I've heard
Yeah,
good
man,
things from Mikey. 'cause you
never want to
recorded
put pressure. Yeah, dude, this one's it's the best one that I've done so far because it's the most recent one that I've done so far. If I could be so bold. No, but
them.
yeah, no, there's a slight delay. It's been a super long weekend. It's been family time for everyone. So that episode is coming out shortly, but it'll be worth the wait. Trust me. We're just starting to hit our stride with that thing, Dan and myself.
Hell yeah. Can't wait for it. Also, don't forget to remind me how this damn thing works. There we go. Season 11 player registration. That sign up deadline is coming up faster and faster. Get your name in. We've already got a ton of people signed up, a ton of ownership groups to go over. I love doing that in the off season. I guess we'll actually be having to do it sooner than later.
Yeah, we're going to be doing it this week, as a matter of fact.
There is no off season.
And secondly, yeah, we have enough numbers right now for 16 teams and some left over. So we could be very close to hitting 20 teams again because we usually get that late rush the last few days when people get that fear of missing out.
Yeah, and I'm really surprised, man. I mean, I don't mean to underplay it, but the summer season is normally where things start to slow down. It's like at the farthest point we'll go with this game before we're on to the new one. It's also summer, and apparently there's this thing called Outside. No idea. Never been there myself.
Sorry.
Sounds terrible out there. But yeah, so to have these numbers is super exciting. I can't wait for it. That being said, gentlemen, we're going to talk about the previous playoffs because this is a live wire into live games right now. So we are going over everything that happened last week directly into this week. BA, help me out, get things started here. Oh, wait, before we do that, I did want to say Master Disaster tier 1 subscription earlier. Thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate you very much. Every dollar goes back into the league along with every red cent, but I'm not doing that part yet because I need to save my voice for later. But BA, I mean, this was you look at that third game, 5-4 snipers, and you kind of feel like that's just where things like that was probably it at that point, especially with this snipers team. Tell us about this series.
Well, it was just kind of the unstoppable offensive output by the snipers. That's really what the tail of the tape was. It was always going to be that for them. Not to say that they don't bring other things to the table, because there's been a lot of great goal play, goalie play as well. But when you have McMitz constantly going off, Sainer, Caustic, Nash. I mean, we talked about it all season long. That is a flurry in every formation that you want to put it in. Even when they put Zaner in net, it's a difficult group to go against, and that's kind of what proved to be the point against the big dogs who also were just having issues keeping up with that combination, except for what we saw from the big dogs in game 2, where they kind of figured it out a little bit, but they couldn't repeat that performance.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we see them move on to a very familiar place that they've been to a bunch of times now, the semifinals. Mike, Dan, joint question here. If you had to pick a top line for the snipers, especially after this series, who'd you have on it?
Oh my God, dude, that's not even fair. I don't know, man. I they're both top line guys. If I gotta pick, I mean, I'm gonna go with the guy that's, been in the finals a gazillion seasons in a row at this point. So Caustic's gotta be on there, right? And it really is like, you have a spoil of riches after that. I think the challenge is there is no top line, there is no bottom line. The reason why the snipers are where they are right now is that they drafted really, really well. They've had consistency throughout. They have skill throughout. And everybody's dangerous. I don't know if there is a right answer, if I'm being honest. I've played them each way this season, and I've lost both ways. So,
Mikey Diesel, how about yourself?
Yeah, the team's here because of their depth. So like, excuse me, my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh my.
Like Dan said, they can beat you anyway. So there's really no such thing as a top line per se, but their depth is key. But for me personally, I would have Zaner in net. I would have Nash on D, Kostick at center, and Hansi on wing. And I think you throw a rotation. No one's tied to defense there. It's just first man up, keeps going, and I don't know who doesn't score in that line, and it's disgusting. I think that would be the top line for me for them. And the
Yes.
Soul Reapers, their opponents, did you want theirs too, or?
No. We're just talking about this series for now. We'll get into the upcoming series very soon.
Oh.
As soon as ChatGPT gives me what I want.
Sean, I'm so sorry. I've been working my legs lately, and I totally jumped that gun.
You know how expensive it was to set that up too?
Yeah. I'm an idiot.
That just leaves one question. Who is McMitz? That wasn't the actual question. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I was muted. McMitz is Huntsy, who's Hunts now, with like the cool L things in front of it. And tomorrow, I think he's gonna be My Name is Hunt. And then like a week later, it'll probably be like Hunts McMitz.
I'm so proud of catching myself there. I'm so proud of being an adult.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. Not again, Sean. Oh no.
Made myself laugh with that one, but that one's staying on the inside. A fantastic back and forth series here, though. I mean, the big dogs should get all the credit in the world. It's just that this South Beach Snipers team is an absolute unit. But shout out Showstopper, Dandy, Randy, Biggie Otis, Thought King, Phil Kidd, Yo-Yo Hockey, and Juicy Smoke. Kudos to them for a great series. Up next, oh my goodness, what a series this was. One of our game sevens on Thursday, Soul Reapers, money shots, just nothing but absolute brilliance on both sides of the puck, goaltending, everything. We got to see some amazing hockey from this series. BA, why don't you start us off here? I mean, you know what? You pick where to start off because there's so many great storylines from this series.
You're not wrong. There's a lot of ways that you can go, but I just think the story of this series is the game 7 is something that this series we should have seen it coming. The way that these two teams played against one another was exceptional. There was one game where they weren't finishing the game 2 goals apart. There were 5 games where they finished with 1 goal apart, and 2 of the games were overtime games. I mean, it was just a back and forth battle. But the thing that really I was impressed by was not only how well Jared and Pix the Funk and Snickers are playing together, but VTech Thunder played great along with Slawball and Showtime. They played great together, and VTech Thunder had a 5-goal game in the 6-4 win. So that was one of the performances that I was really impressed by.
I remember that. That was one of the first 2 games, wasn't it? Or was that the first one on Tuesday or Wednesday? Either way. I remember the game that you were talking about. No, it must have been on Tuesday because we called it together. Excellent.
I think actually I couldn't tell you which game in the series it was because I was going off the stats from the website, which are not in order, so I could not tell you.
No, all good. I'm just thinking of never mind. I just wasn't thinking. Mikey, let's go on to you next here. Soul Reapers 5-4 in the second game 7, or was it the first game 7 of? No, second game 7 of Thursday. I mean, this series obviously goes down as one of the all-timers, right?
Absolutely. It had everything. And I believe the money shots went up 2 to 3 to nothing in that game. And I think the Soul Reapers came back, if I remember correctly, right? Or am I totally wrong there?
The money shots did have a lead for a decent portion of there.
And then, yeah, so for that line to just go into each locker room during intermission and make it whatever adjustments they had to keep fighting and chipping away, and to come back and win that series is huge. And I think that's going to give them a lot of momentum going in the next round against the Ambu Crusaders. After playing such a tight series all the way through against such a skilled team like Portage was.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Dan, I think another series that really shows that goaltending pays off, but I think the entire way that the team came together in front of them here, like the cohesion that both of these teams had, was truly what made these games what they are. How is anybody going to stop that Soul Reapers line that is oh so familiar of playing together?
It's going to be really hard because if you look at just what happened, what the Soul Reapers have done so far in the playoffs, you would think guys like Snickers would be one of their top goal scorers. No, they have spread the love around. Picks 12 points, Snickers 11 points, VTech Thunder 10 points, Showtime 9 points, Jared 8 points, Slaw 8 points. The love is being spread. Everyone's touching the puck, so really you have to play the best defensive positional type of hockey against this team because everyone is deadly. They have no problem just passing it to the next open guy. You cannot play undisciplined hockey. It's the only way you have a shot against the Soul Reapers right now with coming out of that series.
Yes, sir. We'll be talking matchups right away, but a big shout out to the Portage Money Shots. Great job all around by Jesse and who was the GM again?
Vidano,
thank you.
Unbelievable season for him, man.
Yeah.
He played everywhere. Him and Jesse. I mean, not only just as owners, but as players. Both those boys stepped up in every way imaginable. Playing net, playing D, making sure the best players got on the ice. I'm excited to see what Portage does next season, for sure. If they're back, if they decide they want to come back.
Yes, sir. They proved a lot this season, but shout out to those Portage Money Shots: Thompson, FaZe, Toxic, Day, King Yeedle, Irish Zeta, Jesse Jen, Vidano, and Master Collier there as well with them. Great job getting as far as they did. And they just ran into a smoke show. That is the Soul Reapers. Looking at the Surge division, and man, oh man, this series was nuts through and through. The back alley brawlers had a Tuesday to remember. Absolutely. To go from a 3-2 win to a 7-0 win is just the best feeling in the world. And then to get that game 3, they must have just been flying, feeling it after that night. But knock, who's there? Punch in the face, Crease Police. Dunk and Aquino bringing it back on Wednesday, 5-2, 7-1, 7-2 to force a pivotal Game 7, and that is where the Brawlers showed their depth, and not only their depth, but their depth of elite play with everybody they're able to bring out in a must-win situation there. BA, hats off to the Brawlers, but man, Crease Police have got to feel bad falling just short again, especially after the season they had and the skill and another great team, but it just goes to show how hard it is to win in this league.
Yeah, it was honestly a tale of two nights. Obviously, as we can see in what happened, it was a great performance by the Brawlers throughout that night. Obviously, you can tell by the early game that was a defensive battle. That was an overtime game. And that 7-0 game, though, Highborn only had 6 shots against him. That was a complete and utter total dominant performance by the Brawlers, in all honesty. But when you turn that around, you look how successful, honestly, the way that Minglewood played, he went off in a couple of these games. And it was a really impressive performance by him. But honestly, in the end, it was really the inability for the Crease Police to consistently showcase offense that wound up biting them. It's something that has popped up here and there in the season. It's been the only thing is that on occasion their offense just can't seem to generate in the way that another teams can, and the Brawlers really seem to have figured out that game plan and which lineup and how to play against the Grease Police this season. And credit to the Brawlers in the way that they played.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Dan, let's go to you on this one here. When you're going up against Dunk and Aquino, you just know that you're not winning the goaltending battle right off the bat. But Highborn Pigeon coming out of this series 4-0. That's got to feel good knowing that they've got a goalie that can put up nothing but W's heading into these conference finals.
Well, I mean, first off, Highborn Pigeon is been playing at a high level in this league. I think now this might be his fourth season. I could be completely off. It could be. I think it's 4 or 5. I think it could be, but he's a quieter guy. Bulky's kind of that same way. Bulky's been around here for more than half the seasons here. Shout out to Bulky Microbe, and both those guys have been in that playing at a high level for a very long time against top quality players. Those boys are both battle tested, and I think Highborn really went out there and kind of showed why he should be mentioned with some of the best in the dunk with Dunk and Aquino, and I think it was a statement series by him. He had excellent defense all series. You look at the goals for, goals against. Those guys played great, and I would be feeling really damn confident walking into Eddie's series. At least the net, and if the defense can hold up, this is gonna be a really tough team to beat for sure.
Mikey, they've got their big line. They've got Stefano, White Castle, and Ascend. How that second line? Sorry, I got lost in two thoughts.
I was like, I think there's more coming, but
yeah, their second line has not seen the success that those guys have had. 20 and 17 points wise. Second line only played the 2 games, but Bulky Microbe, G-Wits, and Shen Noir have a big chance here to make a big statement in the conference finals. Do we see these guys bounce back?
absolutely. I really do. I think their toughest matchup as a line was how good the goaltending was over in the Crease Police. And I think this series, and believe me, these goalies are really good, but they're not Aquino and Dunk as a tandem. It's just it's a little bit lesser of a 1-2 punch. It's still a very good 1-2 punch, but they're going to get better opportunities to get some of those cheapy type goals that Aquino and Dunk aren't susceptible to most of the time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we'll be talking about who they meet up in the finals here right away. But don't look now. We had a third Game 7 on Thursday. Anbu took the first 3 games on Tuesday. The Invasion with the next 3 games on Wednesday. And a monster 5-3 win on Thursday for Anbu. BA, we're going back to you on this one here. I mean, first of all, tip of the hat to the Invasion. I don't want to talk too much about it. I'll give them their props in a little bit here. But Anbu proving that they can win those big games, especially against teams that have a ton of chemistry.
Really, what I'm just kind of surprised to walk away from in the way that this series turned out is just how few of the games were close. Inevitably, the Game 7 was close. Game 5 was close, but everything else was a pretty dominant win for that specific team. So it was just a very interesting series in that way that these teams seem to have figured it out on very specific nights, and then it turn around, and then you have Game 7 where obviously the ultimate winner is going to be the Amber Crusaders. They finished the season first in the first seed, and they finished that way in this division and this conference, and they have really had a lot of solid playoff performances by their core with Mewtwo and ISO and J-Men Fish and the goals and assists and points overall, obviously, with the way that they're playing, and YouTube with 33 hits already in this series alone. It's just been very, very impressive in the way that they're playing, and they're playing aggressively, and honestly, the opposite was what we saw, unfortunately, from their other line, and it was just a struggle. But this was a really, really fun series.
Mikey, we did see. I mean, first of all, I guess let's give those kudos to those invasion players: Shife, JG, Mikey, Primetime, Carney, Kooksy, Kaner, Gritty. Shout out Gritty, and Wool Tunic. Absolute great season for the invasion again. Those guys always put up some great numbers. It's just, I know this trio is begging for that big win. But that remains elusive for them for now, for another season. But we know we're going to see them back next season for sure. Mikey, the invasion just fallen short. What a game 7 that was.
It was incredible. It was unbelievable. They played fantastic. Shife came to play. I think did he have a hat trick in that game, if I remember?
I think so.
And it felt like it was early, but the Ambu Crusaders, man, what do you say? They're a team that it's like one of those weird things where like you can hang with the team for a period or two and you're like, yeah, we're playing well with them, we got them, and then it's just you almost run out of steam against them because they're just built to last longer. And that's what it feels like Ambu's like. You have to grind it out for the full 60 to be able to beat them. You cannot lay off the gas with guys like ISO, Mewtwo, and J-Man Fish and Prime G-Funk. I mean, they're capable of scoring at all times and really quickly. So you have to suffocate them with good defense and just holding on to leads. And unfortunately for the invasion, they couldn't do it for a full 60.
Yes, sir, Dan. It's I think it says a lot about the goaltending again here for these teams when you can take on Gritty and play off Tunic and come out ahead. Bosa taking the majority of the games for Anbu. Canty taking the remaining 2. What are we going to see from this Anbu goaltending? I'd say a couple nice things about Gritty and Tunic because those are just two great guys.
I mean, 2 all-time, not only playoff legends. Tunic is captain playoffs in net. People forget that guy has helped win a couple cups for a couple teams, but he's always there deep in the playoff run. And Gritty is right there too. I think Tunic would want to get some of those games back. But at the same time, let's talk about Bosa. Let's talk about Canty. Bosa played unbelievable this entire rookie season. He has showed out in the playoffs, and he is a massive difference maker when you have somebody that can make the level of saves that he has. So what I'm going to be more curious is to see how they spread out those games in net. Is Bosa going to stay behind the same line, or are they going to spread that love a little bit? I think that's something to look at with Anbu, and I think BA brought up something that's absolutely spot on. They either won big or they lost big. The invasion flipped the script on Anbu last week on Wednesday. They really focused more on slowing the game down, puck possession, not giving Anbu that many opportunities to really drive the net and create the offense that they normally can create, regardless of whether it's the Tuesday night or a Wednesday night crew. And I think Bosa and Canty are going to really be tested in this series by a different level of goal scoring ability by both lines. So we're going to see if they can hold out. I think a lot of people who bet against the Soul Reapers in the last series also should notice that Soul Reapers did a lot of the same things that the invasion really tried to push when they were pushing for that Thursday night game, which is slow the puck down, distribute the puck evenly, and that's how you're going to score. So it really is going to be a matchup-based type of night, and the goaltending for Anbu is going to be massive.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So a big shout out to all our teams here that no longer are moving on, but we have got to forget them and we have got to get back to the new series that are coming up here. First of all, big thank you to Infinite Madness and Nash for the graphics tonight. Dan, yourself as well. I know a bunch of stuff gets in there. Need Nash graphics. It's coming. But yeah, no, they do. They absolute beauties helping us out here tonight. And Nash has given us a couple of key players that you tell him, Mike. Nash giving us a couple key players that we'd like to highlight here. So let's take a look and get things started. Hold on 1 second. I didn't want to be on that one.
Jesus, oh my God, that's so crazy. I'm pretending I didn't see that.
Hey, we are gonna.
That was my first time seeing that. That's cool.
To start things off, we've got the Soul Reapers taking on the Anbu Crusaders, the Crunch Division Finals. Two absolute all-star lineups going at it here. Gentlemen, just open floor with this one here, but let's give the nod to BA to kick us off. What are we expecting from this series?
I stay pretty strong that I don't know what's going to happen, but I do know that a lot of goals will be scored. These are two teams that do benefit from high-powered offenses that do very well together and flow very well together. Not to say that they're not great players on these teams that can fight against that. Bosa primarily being one of those people, but this is I expect this to be mostly high-scoring games and I could be completely wrong, but that is what I anticipate, even though you do have a player like Edith Snickers on the Soul Reapers who can create a lot of offense, but is also a great defensive player as well. And that kind of is fed off throughout the team.
It's an open floor there, gentlemen. Feel free, yak it up. We got a little bit of time.
We're talking predictions here, Shawnee boy. I mean, we were just talking about. I was just mentioning a little bit. It really, it's either going to be a sweat fest offensively, and all of these goalies are going to have a miserable time, or these teams are really. I do think they might come out just a little bit of, sometimes you got to jab before you go for an uppercut. I think that the first game is going to be a little bit telling on which way it'll sway. Who's going to come out with the most momentum, I think, swings the series. It's not. I think there's a high likelihood of 7, but I think who takes game 1 wins this series. That's where I'm at. I think who can come out with the most chem immediately without having to take that 2, 3, 4 periods sometime of figuring out just who you're playing against. You don't have a lot of time to kind of feel each other out. 7 games go quick, especially when you've got your min-max. So who's coming out to punch somebody in the mouth quick and take a lead and take that momentum? That's who's winning this series to me.
We got CWNHL in the chat saying gotten Reapers in 6. That's going to be a tough task against these Anbu Crusaders. Sorry, Mikey. Go ahead, but I will add this question out there, too. Do we see a mercy on either side this series?
So I'm actually going to say quite the opposite. I think, much like BA said, you're going to expect a high-scoring series. I'm not going to be surprised if one of these goalies wins a game 1 or 2 to nothing. It feels like one of those series where you expect nothing but high octane, high powered offenses, and you neglect to think of what type of goaltending is here as well. And for me personally, one of the people I'm very excited to see for the first time as a viewer on the stream is Slam Chunk in net. And it's going to be a welcome to the conference finals facing whatever line she's going to end up seeing out of Anbu, because Mewtwo, ISO, J-Menfish, Prime, G-Funk, Thrasher Fan, Hawks, they're all walking through the door and they're all dying to shoot the puck. So it's going to be really cool to see that matchup of her against a very scary, formidable line like that.
But is coming into this series with a 3-0 record. So that's
exactly. Yep.
So I think it's no surprise that we know how good ISO and Mewtwo are with the left trigger. Their ability to be really shifty with things like that. On the flip side of that, Snickers one of the best two-way forwards that we see in this game. Jared, one of the best stay-at-home defenders in this game as well. We just saw JG, one of the, I hate to keep using the word best, but JG, obviously one of the best defensemen the VVHL has ever seen. They couldn't shut down that train. Are we going to be able to see the Soul Reapers kind of derail this high-powered offense that is the Ambu Crusaders?
I think if any team's going to do it, I think it's them. I think they're the only ones who got that shot to kind of take that momentum away. It's possible, but it's going to be very difficult. And Mikey talking about Slam, shout out to Slam Chunk. I think I don't think she gets her flowers enough on just how hard it is to be a rookie in this league after grinding the way she did, and to obviously to switch and play net in this league is pretty fucking nuts. So cheers to her. But this is going to be, I don't know, this is going to be so crazy. I have no clue who's going to win.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, let's take a look at the other series that we are going to be Nash also has a couple players to watch here, and check out these slick little ditties right here. I guess you can't even use the word ditty anymore because the guy did it. He took it from us old heads. But yeah, player to watch, Bosa for Anbu for sure. 7-1 for him, 225, 820. You got to feel like that's going to be giving Anbu a bit of an advantage in the crease.
Little bit.
Little bit. Also, picks to Funk on the other side of the coin for the Soul Reapers. 4-2-1 these playoffs so far. 19 goals, 8 assists, 27 points. So he's definitely burying that puck. That's always, you need that. You just need that in the playoffs. So
The silent assassin says
sir.
nothing in the chats, maybe one thing every 4 weeks, and just goes out there and does his job and does it to an elite level.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ajax saying nice graphics. Yeah, man. Nash killed it with these for sure. The other series that we have, though, the Surge division, it is the VVHL South Beach Snipers versus the VVHL Back Alley Brawlers. And this is going to be a brawl. I think this is absolutely going to be a monster series through and through. You look at the offense on both sides here. I mean, BA, kick us off here. I mean, pick a side and list the all-star team.
Well, I'll go the way of the Snipers and go to Caustic and Zayner's team. It's the only team in the playoffs, in this round of the playoffs that didn't have to go to a game 7. So I think they're in a little bit of a different mindset. But the way this team has played from top to bottom has been pretty impressive. Everyone has been a part of the effort when they're on the ice. Obviously, that's not. But it's really just a setup to say that when they are there, they're playing at a high level, and they're playing pretty precise right now. And what Caustic and Zayner and Hunsey, or whatever name he's going to choose, whether it's Mittens or whatever the other one was, Nash, Take It Easy, Bus Driving, Bert, which is a great name. I've really come to love that name. And Octo Daddy, who is just was a steal of a trade, I think, that they pulled off. I think that was in right before week 2. So it was an early trade that I think is paying dividends the further we go into the season. So overall, it's just a stellar team that was selected very well early on and made one slight adjustment, and it was an excellent adjustment in getting Octodaddy.
So let me ask you this here. I'm looking at the Back Alley Brawlers roster, and here's what I see. Stefano, White Castle, X-Ascend. I look my eyes to the right. What do I see? I see a hits column. I see 37, 31, 21. Shout out G-Wits on that second line with 29. I look at South Beach. I look at their quote-unquote top line based off of who's played the most. I see 18, 10, and 10. Two very different mindsets when it comes to defense here. How much is this physicality? Let's leave this open to everybody. How much of the Brawlers' physicality are we going to factor into this series?
I'll go for it. G-Witz is going to be on the ice. That's all you need to say. He is going to be looking for hits. He's going to be looking for goals. He's going to care a little bit more about the hits than he does the goals. But he's going to do both. It's just which one matters to him more.
While smoking a heater, dude. He's just going to be fucking smoking a jack, murdering dudes.
But he really needs to remember this is the conference finals. You cannot get hit happy because these boys can spin around you and you're going to put your team in a very vulnerable position. So he's got to be careful with how and when.
Full apologies there. Was trying to make sure my chat GPT was working because it hasn't been working this whole time. Goaltending wise, Highborn and Why Am I So Raw for the Back Alley Brawlers. On the South Beach side of things, we got Salpip, aka Take It Easy. And who was the other one? Because I think they just had
Xander.
Oh, that's right. It was. I think they've had Xander play a bunch. Yeah, you know what? Let's go with that. But who's
Xander has won a net over the playoffs. I know that, but I don't know if it was in this series or not.
No, that was against us with the Smoke Eaters.
Got it.
Caustic, I know you're in the chat. Who the heck is your other goalie?
Bert.
Was it Bert? That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Bert. There we go.
Awkward moment.
Thank you. That's the one.
Wait, both literally and figuratively. An awkward moment.
He's one of my favorite players. I'm trying to. I can't save this. I can't save it. But gentlemen, who's got the edge here in goaltending before we get to these games?
I'm gonna go with Back Alley only for the depth that they have, because they have also a skater that can be one of the best goalies in the league as well. You know what I mean? Like, they have so much flexibility. I'm just gonna go with the Brawlers only for that alone.
For me, it's tough. Oh, I'm sorry, BA. Please go ahead.
No. You had more words out. I said all, and you were already go for it.
All right, for me, it's tough because like Dan said, you see the versatility with the Back Alley Brawlers. You have 3 top-notch goalies who can also skate out. But with that, sometimes too much versatility can lead to too many questions in your lineup, where in South Beach, everyone knows where they're playing. They know what their assignment is. There's no potential for shifting around really that much. So I'm going to give the edge to them in their consistency.
Yeah, and before these games get going here, my apologies for the poor timing, but players to watch on the Snipers, I Caustic, and oh my God, Stick. I got nothing. 15 goals, 16 assists, 31 points, 5-0. Key player in here always for the Snipers. An absolute gem out there for him. And looking at the other side of the coin, the Angel Man himself. It's XSN98, 6-1 for him, 5 goals, 26 assists, 31 points. This guy, right from scouting, if you had to ask me, hey, what would this guy's playoff stat line look like? I'd say exactly that, because he is not a goal scorer, but man, does he rack up the assists, and he just defends his own net so well. So
it's not that he's not capable, by the way. It's not that he's not capable.
Oh, yeah,
he just can facilitate so well. Crazy.
Exactly. So let's get ready, because we have got playoff games right around the corner. Caustic, if you could get your stream going, please, sir, that would be most appreciated. And we are going to get a quick look here at the Anbu roster that they are going to be bringing out. ISO, Prime G Funk, Mewtwo, and Canty in net. So they are bringing out the big dogs.
What was Canty's other name? Can someone please tell me?
I can't even remember.
Is it call film?
Oh, that is it. Is it
What
Call
was
Films
it?
or is it Gabesh?
Yeah, I think
Oh, it
they're
is
the same
Gabesh.
person.
Oh, okay. I will never.
Same
He
person.
changes his name so much. Okay, it's Gabesh. Call Films. Oh, they're all the same person. Yeah, bro, I can't wait to change that. By decree, I shall say, Gabesh will be known as Gabesh, and that is it.
That's not my name. Nice try, Gabish. Look at this. We've got Caustic, Zayner, Take It Easy, and Nash on defense. These snipers are bringing out the big guns early.
My prediction of that line was off then, because I
Wait,
was thinking it would be Nash, Caustic, and Mitz.
1 second. We've got Snickers, Pix, Jared, and Ajax in for the Soul Reapers. So we are going to be underway here right away. I have to go get something to drink because my voice is dickered. I'll be right back.
Who do you guys think got snubbed at the American Music Awards? Because I think it was Guns N' Roses.
I was gonna say Skid Row, dude. Honestly.
Oh, but Billy Idol won the award for Best Old Guy. Sean should probably get back here.
Yeah.
And then
Yo,
they
look
dropped
at that.
the puck with the rebel yell.
No, shout out to all these teams. Can't wait. Here we go.
Dropping the puck, and good luck everyone, and congrats on making it to this round.
I'm back. What did I miss?
Only 7 goals, dude. It's okay.
Oh, who got mercy in the first? Oh, we do have a goal here. Starting things off for the Soul Reapers right away. Oh, look now, it's Jared. Wasn't that a Diamond commercial too? He went to Jared. Maybe that was just a Canada thing. Maybe that was just a Manitoba thing. Either way, we got the
No,
conference
Ooh,
we
finals.
have.
Don't
underway.
beat
We got
Uh,
Jared, bro. Don't you worry.
Brothers
He's the Galleria of D-men. That's what he is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look at these snipers getting ready. In front of them, White Castle,
he's a-
Stefano, Ascend, and Highborn. It is just the immovable object meeting the unstoppable force.
We gonna need some towels around this bitch because it's sweaty as hell on both screens.
We have got the Brawlers putting immediate pressure on here, too, on the right-hand side. Hemming those snipers in. A minute 20 into the game. Snipers don't have a shot. What's going on there? They washed? No, I'm just kidding. It's ISO or Caustic down the middle. Sorry, I looked over at ISO for a second. First 5 minutes done over with the Soul Reapers. 1-0, holding off Anbu. I know it's only 5 minutes, but man, oh man, against that offense, 5 minutes feels like an eternity. Nice save there by Salpip.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Just give me
When you
6
shoot the puck, the
minutes.
5 minutes.
It's split the game into 5 minutes seconds. Ugh. I got to work on that one.
Yeah, we can workshop that.
Yeah.
That's okay.
This is my Irish accent.
I love potato.
I love potato. Caustic down low here. Big save. Pigeon right off the bat. Zayner and Nash will give and go there. Nash at the point. Tries to wing it to the left there. Stefano going to pick that up. They are going to get their boost back. On the left side, we got Pix bringing it down here for the Soul Reapers. He's going to get it down low. Gets it to Jared. Looks over at Snickers. Holds it. Center back to wing, back to center. Oh, nice defense there. And this is where, that's where Snickers comes into play. He's got Pix in the middle. Nice save there. By Gabish. That's right. It's not. So it's not. Oh. Snipers on the board.
Big goal.
With the Ambu Crusaders. So they didn't start Bosa. Sorry, that's what threw me off is the fact they don't have Bosa out there right now. Jared bringing it down low for the Soul Reapers. Over to Snickers. Let's hop over to the other one here. Give these boys some love. We've got the Brawlers in this. Oh, we will never know what they're doing because there we go. White Castle trying to make some moves, but that tight triangle of the Snipers works so well in front of their own net. Stefano going to pick up in his own zone. Bit of an errant pass, though. Zaner going to be taking it in now the other way. Zaner spins back to Nash, tries to get it down low. That's going to be off there. Let's head back to the other one here. Soul Reapers locked in to the Crusader zone, but the Crusaders have the ability to quick strike, and they do it so well. They don't need more than 3 seconds in your offensive zone to bury that puck. But when they do get set up, they are just as deadly. That being said, you see the line here from the Soul Reapers, trying to keep them at bay. ISO on the left, he shoots, it's tipped, it's in, they score!
They're moving the puck really well. I think for the Crusaders, they're being super patient in the offensive zone. They're not trying to push too hard. They're making sure they got somebody back. I think this is a great sign of things to come for them.
Minute 30 left in the first. They take the lead, and normally they leave teams in the rearview mirror at that point. But we know what the Soul Reapers are capable of, and they just miss getting it right back. Jared gonna have a tall task with ISO and Mewtwo, but what a save by Ajax. He's been so good for them. ISO doing a great job getting onside. G-Funk stopping short, gets it across, flicks in the air. We got a period over. Let's go big screen on the Snipers, and the Brawlers ascend. They're gonna look to rip it. He goes off Zaner's shin pad. They're gonna look to send it the other way, and they do. Zaner down that left side. He's got Caustic in the middle. He's got Nash at the point. He's got options. This defense from the Brawlers, though, doing so well, but there's a little bit of a gap there. Caustic cutting to the middle. Great job by Pigeon to cover that one up. Ascend, gonna get it up to Castle. Castle taking it in. We just don't know which toaster this was recorded from. Hold on. There we go. Period's going to come to an end here as well. Anbu up 2-1 after the first. Snipers up 1-0.
Well, to start for all these teams, I think we are seeing all these teams really playing. Oh my God, let's make sure we're getting back. Not a whole lot of 2-on-1s, which is great defensively for all these teams. But we're gonna, I think, Ambu having that time, that puck possession time, even if it's less than what the Soul Reapers are doing, I just feel like they do the fancy shit, man. They pull out those goals if you give them time. That it just makes you want to punch yourself in the face. I think for the Soul Reapers is, hey man, I think for the Soul Reapers, you got the puck possession, you got the shots. It's just the execution. You're right there, and their goaltending's pretty damn good for Ambu. I mean, and you knew it, so keep pushing
through and through. Mewtwo here going to take it to the middle. He's going to look for a shot, and blocked away nicely by Snickers. Oh, it does a good job shutting that left trigger down right there. Pix can get the body on his man. He's going to try and get across. G-Funk and ISO doing a great job linking up there to block that pass. G-Funk down to ISO. Big hit there by Pix, and he's going to send it up to Snickers the other way. He goes backhand off the post, and that is going to get out of the zone. Starting things off here on the right side. Sniper's going to pick it up after a nice save there by Salpip. Caustic going to be heading down. Where is the quality? There we go. Beautiful.
I like that he hasn't been Salpip for so long, and we still call him Salpip.
I refuse. I refuse to change.
Yeah,
Unless he gets mad.
Hashtag.
Until he gets mad at me, and he says, "Dude, that's not my name." Then I'll be like, "Okay."
Yeah. Hashtag bring back Salpip. By the way, what the hell, bro?
We're gonna crowdsource or crowdfund the $10 fee to the gamertag change.
Yeah, we'll take care of it.
Oh, nice save by the aforementioned Salpip. Off a block there, and is that going to be another one for Anbu? Yes, it is. Prime G Funk making it a 3-1 game. White Castle getting a couple there. Guess what? Knock, knock. It's Salpip. Come on in, buddy. Nice save.
Great save.
Big
Who's that doing that dive down there? Silly Billy.
I'm about ready to do my thing. Moving? Yeah. 27 seconds. That's a lot of full pressure here left for the Brawlers. You just love to let the energy trickle off of your opponent in this spot. They're going to do that. They're going to get down low. Snipers, though. This triangle does so well at blocking out what anybody tries to do. That's a big pick off there by Stefano, though. He's going to get this back in the zone. They're going to get the last 4 seconds of this whole pressure system. Over to Stefano. He shoots. He scores. We got a tie game.
It was only going to be so long until Stefano scored a goal.
That's a hell of a shot, man. That is, and I think I think he was partially screened. I don't think he saw that puck all the way. That's a great. It was a weird spot, but it worked out.
Great pass there, too, by White Castle to get that set up. I think that was White Castle that set it up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Tie game at one end on the left side. Ambu still up 3-1. 5 minutes left here in the second. Shots relatively even. 8-9.
Sure, first off, thank you. Thank you to all the boys for changing your names this season.
Yeah.
This is so much nicer. So, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but shout out to everybody for that.
Absolutely. You are right. And just like that, Prime G Funk makes it 4-1. He scores. Oh, speaking of scoring, on the other side, we got a lead now for the Brawlers. White Castle ripping one home. He scores.
I love seeing all these goals at the same time. This is awesome.
Oh,
It's
ISO
like
with
that,
the beauty inside outside. He goes backhand. Say it with me one more time. Score.
Every red cent. Oh, my bad.
Every red.
I'm sorry, Reapers. I might be using a timeout because right now you're just kind of running into each other. We got to take a breath, settle down, flush what just happened, and get back to positional hockey. Because if not, this could be the beginning of the end. We got to get your boys back together. And for Ambu, hey man, sweep the leg, baby. Enemy shows no mercy.
Speaking of which, Snickers burying that one there, but on the right side, we now have a 3-1 lead for the back alley Brawlers. White Castle scores.
Huge
Which
goal
is
for
something
Snickers.
He's been doing all season.
Big goal.
That is 5-2 going down into the third is so much better than 5-1. I
Yep.
cannot stress.
You still got time.
Oh, it's no 6-2, but I'll tell you that much. They score.
You know right now that Rifle Drum's like, you don't know how many overs I just hit, guys. He'll be sharing his receipts on the Gen chat.
Yeah.
Oh, nice little try there by G-Funk, but Ajax shutting that down. 5.7 left in the second there. On the right side of things here, we got Caustic and Nash doing a little give and go, but that disconnects. Castle going to be heading down the other way. Good job there by Nash to break that up. Gets it up to Zayner. Down that left side. Gets it over to Caustic. On a bit of a fortunate bounce off a skate there, I think. Nash at the point, getting it to Zayner. Picked off by Ascend, and it is the Brawlers going the other way. And it is a 2-on-1. It's a drop pass to Castle. He's got Stefano on the right. They can't connect on it, though. Stefano getting it back. Nash. Good job picking it up off the goalie. They're going to go the other way, just probably praying that they could get one here because the Brawlers have been knocking at the door down in their end for a minute. Here they come again. It's going to be Stefano and White Castle. Another 2-on-1. It's Caustic back. White Castle, little bit of inside, outside. Nice save there by Salpip.
Sally.
Nash up to Zayner. Can they do it in the last 3 seconds here? Zayner spin pass. No, it does not connect. It's going to be 3-1 Brawlers over the Snipers after 2.
Brawler's got to be pumped right now. Shots on net. They're playing excellent defense, and they're just moving the puck. 2 of those goals are 1-Ts, and they're not from up close. They're running a triangle really well. They are. And the next man up is taking that shot. They're just having patience.
I hear that's all they need is a little patience.
Yeah, they came out swinging with the big boys game 1, and why wouldn't you in the conference finals, especially against a team that's been there, done that as in the Snipers. So I think it's a smart move going with the big boys in the first game to try and get that early advantage.
Third period starting off here for our left side game. Anbu 6, Soul Reapers 2. Anbu looking to be in control of this one so far, but we know what the Soul Reapers are capable of, and they played from behind before. Being said, ISO is so tricky to deal with. Good job by Snickers to get that up to Pix, and it's going to be back to Snickers. Mewtwo reading the speed, though, gets back in time. Big shot. Unfortunate it goes off their own player there. On the right side, we are going to have the Brawlers and the Snipers kicking off here. Zayner to Nash, back to Zayner, over to Caustic. Quick little give and goes to try and get around the physicality of the Brawlers. White Castle going to be coming down, though, just offside. Shots 14-7, Brawlers in that one. They have got to be feeling in control. On the left side, we got Jared bringing it out for the Soul Reapers. He's going to get it down to Snickers. Snickers forced out of the zone. Good team defense there by the Anbu Crusaders. ISO down to Mewtwo. Mewtwo trying to make his way in. Good little side poke there by Pix. Jared down low, goes short side. Nice save there for Gabesh. Or Gabish. And that's going to be another one for Anbu. They are just dominating game 1 here.
What a play. I think the one thing that I'm seeing, and it's just so damn impressive, is how good Mew is at defense. It's like crazy. I'm watching him. He's doing all the same shit that he does on offense, except he's also playing at it. He's intercepting everything. He's being physical. And ISO and G-Funk are just rotating right there with him. This is scary.
Yes, story time. I drafted both BMAC and Mewtwo as rookies. BMAC was my starting wing / goalie hybrid, and Mewtwo was my starting D-man. And now look at him. So
yeah.
he's no stranger to playing D. It was his primary when he first joined, and he's still doing it very well. In a big spot here.
Absolutely. Up 7-2 in the third. They've got to be feeling real good. Brawlers 4-1. Did we miss a goal there? Or am I just misremembering? I thought it was
White
3-1.
Castle scored.
Wow, my apologies to White Castle. He scores. Ooh, nice little move there again. Salpip standing tall. Nash up to Zayner. Caustic on that right side. Gonna get leveled by Stefano. Send. Spinning and looking. He's gonna take it in. He's got Castle on that right side. Nice little setup there by the Brawlers, but Salpip standing tall. 7-3 now. Don't think this game's over too quick. Soul Reapers make it a 4-goal game, and anything's possible in a VVHL third period. A wise man told me that one day.
I know who he's talking about. Not that wise of a guy. Just want to put that out there. He's all right, but
Zayner gets a free one there. Bit of the puck had the perfect speed for that to work out for him. And speaking of don't look now, but it is 4-2. Hey, eat a Snickers. It is a 3-goal game and a 2-goal game, depending which side of the screen you look at. Snipers making it 4-2. Soul Reapers just now made it a 3-goal or cut their deficit to 3. Is what I'm trying to say. I can't use words. White Castle in. Caustic's one-on-one with him. Good job by Caustic and to shut him down, but a nice move there by Castle. Puck goes off the post here. Do we have a potential 3-on-2 for the Snipers? It's just gonna be offside. Good job by Ascend to shut that down. Tie up here for the Brawlers, and they are going to get it in their zone. We got 2 minutes left on the left, 4 minutes left on the right. Can the Soul Reapers try and get 3 quick ones in the last 90 seconds here? We know it's possible. We know that last minute is quick, and that is a great save by Gabish. That would have put some doubt into people's minds heading into the last minute. Got Zaner bringing it in here on the right. They're getting the shots on Highborn, but he is turning everything away right now. To get that down low again. Don't look. Now it's a 1-goal game. Zaner scores.
Great play. Great play. Keep the gats on. I think this is sometimes you got to keep playing the same style. Just because you're up and it's getting late, you make silly mistakes when you're not playing your normal. You know what I mean? Like,
are you doing a eat a Snickers promo?
Mm-hmm.
You're not yourself when you're hungry.
You're not yourself when there's a few minutes left. I'm just saying, like, there is such a thing as being way too conservative.
Right. Going into the last 30 seconds here. Snipers are down by 1. They get it down to Caustic, who plays the boards. White Castle. Oh, it's a great hit by Stefano, who's going to get a breakaway out of it one-on-one with Salpip. What a poke by Caustic. Can they get this puck back? They are going to, unless White Castle gets there quick, which he does. Beautiful little back and forth. What a save by Salpip. They still can't get the puck. They're not going to get a last chance out of it. It's going to be held, and the back alley Brawlers are going to take game 1.
Unbelievable finish to that game. That was fun.
Playoff hockey's all about.
I got to give all the credit in the world to the way the Brawlers are playing so far in these playoffs. You know, they did what I know I hadn't anticipated, but just in general, they beat the team that had been number 1 for the majority of the season in that division in the last round. So seeing them come out and have the performance they just did against the number 2 team, which is a team that's got a pedigree behind them, it's just even more so than the Crease Police do. It's a really, really impressive performance, truthfully, and then the Brawlers are playing at a very high level right now.
Sean, you think we're seeing any line changes?
I don't think so. I feel like Ambu and the Soul Reapers are probably going to play the same 3 all night, would be my guess. I'm pretty sure we're going to see the same team from the Brawlers the whole night. I really wonder, because the Snipers have a lot of that depth and a lot of guys that can play anywhere. I wonder if we're going to see any changes from them. I mean, it was just a 1-goal game, and that was game 1. Everybody's coming in cold. So maybe you just say, whatever, and then, you know, they could just turn around and win this next game 7-1, and we're like, all right, whatever. But I'm saying if we're going to see any line change, I think it's going to be from the Snipers tonight.
Absolutely. I would agree. But you never know, man. You never know.
You never know.
You
Hey,
never know.
sometimes you just feel like a nut.
And sometimes you just
switch
gotta
up your
ready to give me the beat, boys,
me
and free my
blues.
soul.
If I could drift, boy.
Fucking drift away. Cut. You added a word.
Don't
you know
forget,
which one.
signups close, Friday?
Friday at midnight.
Yes,
Friday
sir.
Anything
midnight.
at 12:01 or after, you're out.
If you have ownership aspirations, the time is right now. And, yeah.
Oh, and
It is
secondly,
almost-
there's
awards,
also
too.
going to be, awards are going to be coming out. There's also a form that's getting published tomorrow. If you want to stay in the server, you're not able to play the upcoming season, you have to fill that out. Anyone who doesn't register for the season, complete scouting, or fill out that not playing for season 11 form will be removed from the server once registration closes and we go through and assign all the roles and everything. We will tag those people once it's time, but make sure you fill out one of those forms if you plan on being in the server.
Yes, sir,
Russell,
yes,
throw
sir.
your ass
That
out and
is-
have fun publicly stoning you.
Oh, we're gonna be so mean about it too. It's the one time a year we get to be
Yeah.
toxic.
Yeah, I think the only person. I mean, listen, it's so. I know a handful of folks that are taking a season off for the summer just because different things going on for family. Like Hatfield's one of those guys that's missing his first season after 10 seasons, and I know he feels a little weird about it. Just talk to him. So, but that's okay. But just let us know if you don't plan on playing. The only person or member or person in this server that cannot say like, hey, I'm not going to play this series season is somebody that has never played before. If you've joined our server and then like, well, it's cool being here, but I'm not going to play. If you've never played it here, if you've never played a full season on a roster team, you will be removed. So just an FYI to answer that question ahead of time. Because we got a handful of folks that joined the server but then never registered.
Yep. And you got 3 more days for that. As
And
it
also
is
know if you
loading
would
in.
like around that system, I will publish my PayPal in the discreet section of the Discord. Let's talk.
Wait, where's the discreet section?
Hmm?
Where is
who said anything about a discreet section?
I
Who
saw
fucking spilled the
nothing.
beans? Who spilled the fucking beans?
He's gonna start using his code on the stream, like his Zelle code. He's gonna post.
And if anybody's got any Bitcoin kicking around, just hit up wallet $, uppercase C, lowercase d, B as in uppercase B.
Just kick him
We have got things underway here, and Boo and the Soul Reapers. And on the other side, it looks like, we're going to have the same from both games. Same lineups.
Yeah, that makes all the sense in the world. I mean, at this point in the season, you should have full faith in your game 1 lines in the next game, I would think.
I'll be right back, but as I leave, gentlemen, do we see either of these series go 2-0 right after the second game?
I think unless if something changes for Anbu, I think they got a real good shot at going up 2-0. But I mean, the Soul Reapers had great possession, a lot of shots on net. So I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. It could though.
I think both series have the potential for it. I could also easily see both series going 1-1. So I'll just sit kindly right in the middle on the line.
They're both going 2-0. I'm sorry. There you go. Somebody committed. They're both going 2-0. I did it.
I like it.
And a goal
The
by
bold
ISO,
moves that
as
come with the bold
BA
flavor of-
says it.
What?
ISO with the goal, right as BA was saying, that he thinks it's going 2-0.
Nice. That's those Bold thoughts like the bold flavor of a nice barrel-aged whiskey. Well, as we have another goal.
Our Fruitopia is specifically barrel-aged to perfection.
Sean, beer me that water.
That water, I love it. Yeah, we've got both teams up 1-0 in the series, up 1-0 in the game. Good defense there by Nash to shut that down. Caustic down to Zayner, but that's turned away. That's Stefano going the other way, and that's Stefano one-on-one against Nash. Good job by Nash to keep him to the perimeter. Great job by Salpip shutting that down. On the other side of things, we've got Picks. Back to Jared, back to Picks. What a save by Gabish. It just goes through the crease afterwards. Snickers taking it to the middle. ISO right there with him. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's all over the place here. It's left, right, center. Great defense there by ISO to shut down Snickers in a dangerous spot. Ajax off the boards, almost stolen by Mewtwo, but that's going to be going the other way. Snickers to Picks into the zone. He's going to hold up short. He's going to take it down low. Tries to wrap it, but Gabish standing tall. Stefano behind the net here for the Brawlers, trying to get a little cheeky with a down low shot. Instead, it's Caustic going the other way after some nice passing. But man, oh man, does Ascend just shut that down. White Castle now spinning at center. He gets that to Stefano down low. Do they set it up? Nice save there by Salpip. Picked up by Nash going the other way. Zayner over to Caustic, back to Zayner. Gonna get knocked off by Ascend. We are gonna have a penalty shot on both sides. No penalties tonight. Both penalties happen at the same time. Who's gonna go full screen on one of these? ISO one-on-one against Ajax. He scores forehand. On the other side, I believe that's Caustic. One-on-one, Zayner, my apologies. He scores. ISO making it 2-0 on the left. Zayner tying the game up 1-1 on the right. Caustic and Stefano battle it out at center ice. Was picked up by White Castle, but a little back and forth, and it's going the other way for the Snipers. Nash bringing it in, down low to Caustic. Oh, a cheeky little play there. Nice save by Highborn. Ascend, gonna take it the other way. Brings it into the zone. Gets it down low, tries to get that out in front. Good job there by Zayner. Quick up to Caustic. Last little rush here before we look at the other game. Gets it over to Zayner. Spins, looks just out of the reach of Nash there. On the left side, we've got the Soul Reapers resetting in their zone. It's going to be up to Snickers down that left side. He's got Picks in front. They score!
That's a much-needed goal for their souls.
Excuse me. There we go. Oh, we got a broken... No, it wasn't a broken stick for ice. I don't know what happened to that shot there, but it's going to be another 2-on. Oh, it's going to be Snickers in alone. What a save by Gabish. Oh, my goodness. Mewtwo splitting off there. It's prime. G-Funk is so good at that low shot far side. He scores. Getting their 2-goal lead back there for Anbu. Jared bringing it down low. Tries to go forehand, just goes wide. Over on the right side, we got Zayner setting up Ascend, knocking him off there, and he's going to get it up to White Castle. They got 50 seconds left in the first. White Castle in, cutting to the middle. Gets that forehand activated. He's got a bunch of different moves he can do out of that. On the right side, gets it over to Stefano on the left, reminiscent of how they got the first goal in this game, but a nice save there by Salpip. period coming to an end there, and it is. It's 1-1, right? I just saw the score and my brain crapped itself.
It's 1-1.
Thank
You are
you.
correct.
Yes. Meanwhile, Anbu on the left side got their 2-goal lead back, 3-1 there now.
So I'm incredibly far behind. So if anything important is happening, feel free to cut me off. But I wanted to ask a question.
Mhm.
When it comes to the playoffs, when you go to each round, does it feel different each round? Is there a different kind of pressure, or is it kind of the same thing as the playoffs, just kind of getting to the playoffs, or is it a different feel at all between each individual round?
I think it depends on where you. Man, these streams are synced up. I think it really
I was gonna
depends
say,
on
not for
where you were
nothing,
seated.
Dan might be the one to answer that. He's the one that's made it all the way to the end.
Oh, yeah, by all means.
Dan, you in here by chance?
Fine.
He's not.
Keep your
Biggie,
secrets.
Anbu won game 1 in their series, and the Brawlers won game 1 in theirs. But I think it really does depend on what seed you were. Like, if you were a lower seed and you beat a higher seed after that first round, I think you are just riding off that high, and you know that you have always been the underdog. I think it's tougher if you're more of a top team. You kind of got an easier matchup in the first round, and now all of a sudden you have to ramp your game up. And I think we've seen all the teams do that. Oh, a beauty set up there for Anbu, but what a save by Ajax. It's going to spring Jared going the other way. He's going to left trigger his way in. Nice poke by Mewtwo, though, separating player from puck. He's going to spring ISO going the other way. Nice poke there by Pix. That's going to set them up. Ooh, Jared gets lost by Mewtwo against the boards. He's so good at doing that. Mewtwo down low now. We know he knows how to work down there. Tries to get it out in front. Snickers, though, doing a great job on defense. They're going to head the other way. G-Funk with the interception. Gets it down to ISO. That's a quick one off the crossbar, and that just goes to show how quick these Anbu Crusaders can strike, because that was a turnover to a heavy post hit in like 2 seconds. G-Funk knocked off the post. Going to be Snickers going the other way for the Soul Reapers. Can they get one back here? Nope. Mewtwo pokes it off, and it's going to be G-Funk going the other way one-on-one. Nice job by Jared to get back. Tries to go forehand. Ajax holds that. Looking at the right side, we've got the Brawlers with White Castle coming in with a send. Working it at the point. Stefano being responsible there, but gets knocked off the puck. We got another one for Anbu. I believe it is going to be 4-1 there now. We're going to see a quick timeout from the Soul Reapers. Back on the right, Nash gets it across. Nice save by Highborn. Shots are 7-7 apiece, 1-1 at the midway point of this game. White Castle going backhand off the post. Salpip and Highborn absolutely duking it out at both ends of the ice. Caustic and Stefano setting up. Quick tie-up, big pickup by White Castle. Back to Ascend. Ascend's going to look. He's going to spin. He's going to get that down low. Taking his time. Finds White Castle on the right. White Castle looking. Tries to get that off to Stefano. They get the shot, but Salpip easily blocking that one away. Picked up by the snipers, and it's going the other way. Caustic drops it back to Nash, but that's out of the zone. Still, puck possession is 9/10 of the law, so I've been told. Nice job getting puck possession back there by White Castle, who's now at the other end. Caustic with a big block, throwing that into the corner. Slaps it down the ice. Are we seeing another one from Anbu? Man, they are rolling.
They're just so tough to keep up with for 60 minutes. They really are. They just keep coming at you and coming at you and coming at you. It's a tough storm to weather.
It really is. It really, really is. But I know if there's an offense out there that can score, it's this Soul Reapers, Snickers, Picks, and Jared combination. Excuse me. On the right, we got full pressure here for the Brawlers. White Castle down low. He goes forehand off the spin. He scores.
Well, that's a huge shift, and you can see everyone standing up on the bench. They know how much it means, but it's the next shift that matters most now, James. You want to kind of push and put pressure on your opponent when they're down.
Snickers on that left side tries to get it out in front to Jared, but Mewtwo playing some amazing defense, and what a stick lift there, too. We had Caustic on that right side trying to tie this game up. Good job blocking that away. Ascend, though, he's going to get it, and it's going to be forehand, and it is going to be 3-1. He scores!
They do, and their opponents down on their heels are deflated. They got to find a way to continue.
Stefano with another huge goal for the Brawlers there. What a game these have both been.
I think sometimes I forget just how fucking good Stefano is, because I think we've just been spoiled. He's been here since, like, he Savannah Banana days. What was
Yeah.
that season?
Yeah. I want to say season
Before
3 or
that, he
4,
had to
maybe?
have had a season before that for him to even qualify. You know what I mean? Like, it might be 3, 4. There's 3 or 4.
He's in the
But-
3-4 range for sure.
Yeah.
That dude's just gotten better and better, man. Shout out to him.
So
Mhm.
good.
The one thing that always stuck out
So low key fun.
with him for me too is the fact that he is such an elite scorer. Snickers getting on the board here. We're going to talk about that right away, but his ability to throw the body too while being that elite scorer is just such a deadly combination.
Absolutely, man.
Yep.
That being said, Snickers on the left side, he's getting the Soul Reapers back within 3. 5-2. Shots are 12-11 for the Soul Reapers. They've just got to find a way to shut down the quick strike ability that Anbu has. Jared is going to have such a heavy task in the third because I'm sure he's going to have to deal with a couple of 2-on-1s. What a pass there to G-Funk. Forehand scores. What a pass.
G-Funk definitely turning around performance in this series already in comparison to the prior.
What a night for just Anbu in general. Absolutely killing it. They have taken away the momentum for the Soul Reapers twice late in the second period. This third period for the Brawlers and the Snipers is going to be redonkulous. Caustic winning the draw here to start the third period. Oh, was that an offside? Yeah, it was a quick offside, I think. No, we are going to have a penalty shot. It's going to be Caustic getting one right off the bat to start the third here.
Crazy. Crazy, crazy.
Caustic in one-on-one with Highborn making his moves. Goes backhand, scores. ISO saying flop by Caustic. We were all thinking it. ISO now battling against
Just
Snickers.
diving everywhere.
Yeah. Pixafunk gonna pick it up in the Anbu Crusader zone. Boy, a quick goal here for the Soul Reapers would feel real good. Snickers down low. Trying to left trigger his way out in front. He does. He scores. Big plays happening all over. Snipers have made it a one-goal game. Snickers and the Soul Reapers bringing this one back within 3. Lots of time left for them in the third. for both teams, really. Caustic entering the zone. He's going to send Nash down low. He's going to cut to the middle. He's going to get it over to Nash. Nice save there by Highborn to maintain the lead. Anbu going the other way on the left side, trying to get that 4-goal lead back. Big save there by Ajax. Anbu has the face-off lead, 11-9. But what a battle it's been between ISO and Snickers. None more important than this one here. Snickers going to win that back to Jared. Can they spring something off of that? He's going to hit that wing, fake the slap shot, maybe look middle, tries to get it to Pix. He does. They score.
Don't look now. Don't look now.
A quick timeout from Anbu to get things resettled back in for them. I believe the Soul Reapers have already used their timeout, so they can't counterbalance. Can Anbu strike with that timeout boost that the game loves to give? Ascend on that left side. He's wiggling around. He's trying to get things set up. He gets it to Stefano. Stefano goes short side. Scores!
Well, we're continuing to be spoiled back last.
Spoiled, bro. Spoiled.
ISO and Snickers squaring off again. A 2-goal game now, 16:30 left. The Soul Reapers having the start to the period that they wanted, nay, needed in this series. Don't look now, right side, Snipers score! Oh, and a big poke there by G-Funk. Pix had the backhand. We almost had a 1-goal game on both sides.
Anbu's got to settle it down.
Settling it down on that right, like you were just saying. They got to take their time. Mewtwo at the point. He's going to try and cut in. That's going to give numbers to the Soul Reapers heading down the ice. And it's going to be Snickers in the middle. Oh, what a poke on the dive by Mewtwo. My goodness, what a play. He's going to get this puck up the ice, up to ISO. ISO going down low. He goes backhand. Big save there by Ajax. Tries to get it out in front. He does. They score. Prime G-Funk again. Let's head off to the right side here where we still got a 1-goal game cooking off. White Castle inside, outside, on net. Salpip says no. 8 minutes left. Caustic down the ice, down to Zaner. Nash at the point. They're content to get 3 guys down low because they are good at getting that puck back to Caustic at the point. He's going to look. We got another one for Anbu, who just said, nice try. This is still our game to win. Ascend down the ice for the Brawlers. A little bit of a, I think it ticked off something there and went down the ice. Pigeon going to block that behind the net there. Ascend for the Brawlers, down to Stefano. Can Stefano get to the front? Yes, he can, but Salpip follows him the whole way. It's going to be Nash with Zaner down low. Good job by Stefano with the poke check. Can't get it to Caustic. We got 4 minutes left. Salpip up to Caustic, up to Zaner, but that is going to be offside. We got 3:35. Shots are 17-13 for the Brawlers. On the left, Snipers going off the post on that one. .330 left. Snipers are going to have possession in their own zone. Full kudos to the Anbu game, but we are going to go full screen here. Snipers, Brawlers, 1-goal game, 2:20 left. It's going to be White Castle down the right side for the Brawlers. Tries to get it out in front, but that's going to be picked off by Nash. Nash up to Zaner, off a skate, and Stefano is going to pick it up, send it the other way. They reset, ascend into the zone. Down low, he's just going to get around Nash. What a save by Salpip, and this is going to give the Snipers the puck. Surprise, no, it's Stefano with a big defensive play. He's going to try and get this down low, gets it back to Castle. Castle takes the body from Nash, and it's going to be Caustic and Zaner 2-on-1 against Ascend. Caustic goes forehand. What a poke check by Ascend. Oh, my goodness. Game saver right there. We've seen Caustic do that 1,000 times. It's going to be Zaner down that left side. He's going to get knocked off the puck. Big body plays here by the Brawlers. 25 seconds left. 2-on-1 now out in front to White Castle on the backhand. Salpip blocking that away. Nash to Zayner the other way. They're going to go empty net. They're going to get it out in front. They score!
Unflippin' believable, dude. What a pass. What a finish. That was so sick, man. What a play by the Snipers.
Seconds away from extra time. Brawlers trying to get back out in front. Good defense there by the Snipers. Brawlers 4 seconds. Ascend looking, twisting. Castle gets it to go 5-hole, but time expires.
Well, that hurts.
Goodness.
That hurts.
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, what are we watching? Full credit to the other game, though. Anbu is just on a roll. Those Soul Reapers did such a great job of making that an exciting game to start the third. But we've just seen it. I'm going to just keep reiterating the phrase, quick strike offense. Then that is Anbu. They'll score 4 on you, and then you'll go, what happened? And then you try and fight them on. They score another 4, and you go, technically the league says I have to lead the game now because they're up by over 7 in the third period.
It's like getting RKO'd out of nowhere.
That's right. That's
You
right.
can score from any position, anywhere on the ice.
I'm Mae Young. I'm at the top of the ramp. I'm like, thank you, WWE Universe. You are amazing. I sure hope I don't get power bombed at the age of 70.
Bubba, what are you
Through
doing?
table.
It's so funny. It's so
Bubba, put me down.
Showercrowd saying, can we
It was
get
a
a
bubble
review on
bomb.
that? I wish we could. That would be nice. Oh, Anbu just off the post there. Again, full credit to these two teams on the left, but we have got playoff overtime. Brawlers, Snipers, 4 apiece. Caustic, Stefano squaring off, and it is going to be the Brawlers getting it in overtime. Stefano taking his spot and time on that left, getting it across to White Castle. Sal Pip turning that away.
It's just nail biter between they're very, very well matched, and they're showing it in this game, and it's been a blast so far.
They're going to start things off after a faceoff when Zayner down that left side over to Nash. Nash cutting in, gets it into Zayner. He goes backhand highboard, keeps that out somehow. 3-on-2 the other way now for the Brawlers. White Castle on that right side. Bit of an error pass to Stefano, but they maintain puck possession. Zayner, just a missile to try and dislodge the puck from Stefano. He does, but those Brawlers get that puck right back, and it's White Castle cutting in, trying to get around Nash and Caustic. He's going backhand, forehand off the pad. Good job by Zayner. Slow things down. They just need to get some time in the offensive zone. Nash is going to get that into Zayner. He goes off the post. Pigeon staying on that short side. And in return, it's going to be Ascend going the other way. He goes backhand. He scores!
Unreal.
Wow.
Whew.
The goal that got us to overtime, the overtime goal, winning goal, that just
That's
cherry
the
on top.
boy.
That was a great game.
And that's the player to watch that we saw earlier. Ascend. What a finish to that game. And such a pivotal goal to give them that swing. What could have been a 1-1 going into 3. 2-0 to the Brawlers. Crazy.
I mean, I don't want to say anything, but a barrel-aged bold prediction was made, and it turns out that it was true.
A barrel-aged prediction.
Bold prediction.
It's a very oaky prediction.
If there's any team that I would not lose faith in if I was a fan of down 0-2, it's the South Beach Snipers.
Okay.
They're absolutely not in a dangerous spot at all. They still have the big guns. They still got the firepower, the depth to tie this series up over the course of the next 2 days, next day and a half.
I also find it kind of crazy that Bosa isn't playing at all thus far, and Ambu is not worried about that clearly, but I was just surprised.
That is pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy. I'm going to have to just go here for a second. I'm just going to leave it on the games, and I'll be right back.
What have the Soul Reapers got to do to get back into this? This is such a huge game for them. Who do we see? I mean, here lies where are the changes coming? Are we seeing changes for the Soul Reapers? I mean, pretty insane line that they put out there themselves, and they're just not generating enough offense to keep up.
They're not, but for all things considered, they're playing Anbu as well as anyone's played them all season. They're just faster, stronger, more skilled. I don't know, just a combination of all of it. And it's a tough team to overcome. I wouldn't necessarily panic if I was the Soul Reapers either, because they still have a 3-0 goalie coming in. You still have Ajax in net. You still got monsters on the other line, so neither team should panic quite yet. But if you're down after 2 periods tonight, it's time to start panicking, and you got to play with some urgency, and you got to have a little faith in your other line, and then you got to manage your roster properly to try and force that game 7.
We're gonna see. I'm looking at the Soul Reapers lobby. I don't think there's any changes, huh?
Which isn't bad, because it still shows faith in that line, and it's not like they're playing poorly. They're just losing a good hockey game.
You're up 2-0 in the division finals. I mean, you should be feeling pretty damn good. 2 wins away. Largest season in VV history. Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's the moment right now where I fully understand that this league is not in a vacuum. You know, there's a lot of players that play across a lot of different leagues, and they have a lot of comfort with each other in other leagues and play in other leagues together. But I do wonder if any of that comfort level with the way this team was constructed for the Ambu Crusaders, having so many players that played on what was the Arctic Tigers and now is the Ambu Crusaders, I do wonder how much of that comfort level plays into everything that we've seen. In fact, the only person that they sent away that was part of that last year's team, if I'm not mistaken, was Gritty, and they got Bosa in return, so can't really be mad at that.
Not all, man. I mean, to get Bosa that late, I mean, through a trade, and look at the performance that he has had is just nuts. The season might be the best rookie season by a goalie. I'm trying to think of who could have had maybe Dunk.
Brick World, maybe? Or Dunk?
Aquino had a ridiculous one too, I believe.
Yo-Yo had a good rookie season.
Yo-Yo had a really good rookie season. Vin had a pretty good rookie season. He sure did.
Yep. Oh.
Man.
I think Freddie Scheif.
Oh, Scheif
his
is
rookie season.
The perennial most underrated player in the league. Somehow always sneaks to the second or third round. I just don't understand.
I know.
I don't get it, man.
We got Nash in the chat. Are we okay if I use the Connor McDavid build? Nice try. I think we've got the same matchup. No, wait. We got Zayner out. We got Huntsy in for the Snipers. So we do see one change. I wonder if we're going to see something here from the Soul Reapers. It looks like Ambu is going to be going for the same. So they're just running Gabish all 3. Great job hey, first of all, now they get to go into tomorrow, no matter what the situation is here in Game 3 or after Game 3. They get to go into tomorrow, bringing in the Charlie Sheen in net, basically. Wow, dude. You make my heart. If you haven't seen Major League, because I realize now that that's a very dated movie.
Yeah,
Great movie.
that's right.
You got things kicking off here. So ISO saying, yeah, Gabish all three. That's big for them. So now they've got, I mean, hey, but also kudos to Gabish for stepping up in this spot. I only say that because I think he was 0-2 in the previous series. So that is if I'm wrong on that, then yeah, that's right, because it went 7. Yeah. But
And then
what a
who's the
great
other
job to
goalie?
step up
I
for him.
feel so bad that I can't remember off the top of my head.
Bosa.
Oh, that's right. Oh my God. And he's just waiting in the wings.
Yeah. Just
He's like a caged animal that hasn't been fed for 3 weeks.
yeah. Yeah, he's just I'll have the beef bouillon, please, with
I'll have a side of reaped soul, please.
That's right. With the side of whatever was just hit on the highway. Because I am a wolf. And then on the other side, they're like, "Oh, I'm a glittery vampire," and I feel like I'm now plagiarizing. I refer to it as that baseball movie.
Right.
Oh, just a bit of an errant pass there up to Caustic. So Huntsy coming in a bit of a weird spot. He's cold. He's had to watch his team lose the first 2.
And he
There's
just
gonna
left the DMV because he had to change his name 3 times.
That's right. The name's Steven, no Tyler, no Larry.
No, Steven
Ben-
Tyler. Yes.
Yeah.
No one has that name.
Dream on.
I'm Steven Tyler.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. The name's George Clooney. Yeah, that's inconspicuous.
The old John Lovis. That's the ticket.
The name Felix the cat. Nash in that high slot. He's going to look around there. Good team defense by the Brawlers. And we see another 2-on-1 here. Stefano Whitecastle. They are not going to get the save on that one. They score. .30 left here in the first. Brawlers opening the scoring for the 3rd game in a row. Caustic down low. Castle doing a great job to get him to give up that puck, and it's Stefano the other way. Backhand scores 2-0. And how many times have we seen the team that wins in overtime come out flying the next game?
Yeah, that's a huge wave that you have to ride momentum-wise. And good on them for capitalizing on it and trying to seize it and see if they can pour it on you.
Ascend at the point. Caustic holding him off there over to Whitecastle. Big save by Salpip. Or did they switch goalies? I'm sure they left Salpip in. Yeah. Caustic, Stefano in the sniper zone. Going to be a tie-up onto that left side there. Whitecastle going to get knocked down, but Ascend has it at the point. Gets it back to Whitecastle as he gets up, and he goes short side. Nice save there by Salpip. In that bottom corner for Whitecastle. Ascend at the point. He's looking. He gets it across to Whitecastle again. Salpip with the save. Why are we not going full screen on it? Stefano scores. ISO in the chat saying, let's go Generals. Hell yeah.
Let's go Generals.
3-0 before the Snipers can register a shot on net. These Brawlers are coming out flying. Stefano behind the net tries to go wrap around Salpip, locking that one down, and Caustic's going to be heading the other way, and he's going to have a bit of a step on Ascend, but Whitecastle back there. Nash It's going to give that one away, and it is going to be Castle going the other way. He's got Huntsy on his left side, Nash behind him. They drive him out of it, but then it's a great job getting that puck back. Caustic off the boards there. He's so good at getting that puck back in those board play situations. Huntsy on the left, getting it down low. Nash picks it up. Up to Caustic. Caustic in 3 minutes left here in the first. Shots 7-0. Goals 3-0. The back alley brawlers have just been dominant in this first period, riding the high of winning in overtime. I think we're going to be seeing a very, very different Snipers team coming out in the second, but they have got to weather this storm here yet. There's 90 seconds. Stefano up to Castle. Over to Ascend. 45 seconds left in the first. No shot by the Snipers in the first. Over to White Castle. He just rips that wide. It looked like there was some space there. Nash down low up to Caustic. Caustic 4 seconds. 3, 2. They try to get it on net. They're not going to register a shot in the first. It is going to be 3-0 for the Brawlers after the first.
I can't imagine another period at all in any season where any South Beach Snipers team did not have a single shot in a period. That's a stunning number.
It's like crazy.
Dude, it is like crazy.
I think this is where we're going to have to see.
I'm like shocked, man. I mean, I knew this team was really, really good, but this Snipers line is no joke. I don't know, man.
It's going to be on Caustic out there to try and rally the troops back.
I mean, 3 goals isn't the end of the world. We know that, but it is still crazy to think that 20 game minutes passed and not one shot by a Caustic or anybody on that team. I agree. That is I don't think that has ever happened.
On the other side, we see Pixtefunk opening the scoring in his game for the Soul Reapers. Quick 1-0 there. 3:19 into the first. Pixtefunk's going to pick it up off the tie up there. He's going to bring it in. He's going to try and go forehand on Ajax, but Ajax stands tall. Back to Mewtwo at the point. Using that left left stick to trick his way around. I think we're going to need to be seeing some more physicality here from the Soul Reapers if they want to try and get back in this series. G-Funk down that side. Gets it into ISO. Down low, almost had short side there. Snickers in his own zone, picking it up. That's a big pickup for them there. He's going to get it down to Jared. Jared's got picks on that right side. Nice save there by Gabish, and another big save there on the 1T, and then Pix buries it on the wraparound. He scores. We got White Castle off the post on the right side there, too. Just almost made it 4-0. A send over to him. I knew he was going to do that after I said almost. 4-0 Brawlers. Soul Reapers have a great start here. They open the scoring in the game for the first time in the series. And they get the second one to follow that up. I know they're going to need a lot, especially against ISO and Mewtwo. But if they can build off that, 1-2 is a lot better than 0-3. That's for sure. Which the Snipers are kind of feeling out right now. They are in the thick of it right now. They've got to get a puck on net. Huntsy on that left side over to Nash. Caustic is down. He got leveled, and I'm pretty sure he's injured at this point if he could use that animation. Nice hit there by Nash, sending it the other way. Huntsy holding it. Gets it up to Nash. Nash waiting, using his time. Yeah, Caustic's injured for sure, and they're kind of tripping over each other here. Caustic at the point. He's got Nash down low. Can they get something going? They're getting some possession time in the offensive zone, which is good. 1-2 builds character, exactly. Instead, it is going to be the Brawlers going the other way. Ascend tries to get it back to White Castle. Are they going to keep it in? No, just out. 12 minutes left in the second. Snipers still to register a shot on net, which is so out of character, like you were saying, Mikey, for them. Caustic, he's going to be him and Nash down low, 2-on-1, gets it across. They can't get a shot out of it. Instead, it's going to be a send being forced into the zone. While they regroup there, let's take a look at the left side. We've got Jared picking up the puck in his own zone for the Soul Reapers. Oh, just like that, 1-for-1. Snipers on the board. That's exactly what they needed. Left side, though, Jared goes forehand. Can they get the backhand? They can't. What a save by Gabish. What a save to stop this from becoming a 3-0 game. Snipers getting a couple of shots on net there. Now they're feeling it a little bit. Just got to get that monkey off the back. Now they got 9 minutes left. They're only down by 3. G-Funk backhand scores!
Came in hot. Full speed. Not
That
a
was.
chance for the goalie to make a reaction.
You were saying?
Full speed is right. Caustic on that left side. This is where the physicality of Stefano comes into play again. Sends the Brawlers going the other way over to White Castle, just wide. Castle on that right side. Oh my goodness. Nice save by Salpip. But they kind of shot it at him on that one. Snipers feeling lucky. Can they get a cheeky one? They can't. Not there. It's going to be White Castle down that left side again. Caustic playing in the middle. White Castle gets around everybody, though. Nice save on the backhand by Salpip. Castle down low, though. The Brawlers' ability to keep the puck has been very impressive. Let's head back to the left side here where we've got the Soul Reapers and the Crusaders. Crusaders had the momentum. Soul Reapers still have the lead. G-Funk, who's been so dangerous all night. Great job by Snickers getting in the way of that give and go. 2 seconds. 1 second. That's going to go wide. Great period by both of those teams. What a game this is shaping up to be. Wow,
That was
that's
a
in the
massive block
intermission.
by Snickers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Backblast had asked, what did the Soul Reapers have to do to really turn things around? So I guess the question is, what did you all see that was changed in that period versus what we've seen in the others for the Soul Reapers?
Stefano scores. Sean, remember when everyone had like the crying baby celebration? It was like
Ugh.
start driving you nuts after a while.
Yeah.
Seeing it so many times, right? I feel like this might start to be the new one where it's like all these guys have it,
The
and we're
floating
seeing
one?
a lot of it, and it's like
Yeah.
it's like yeah.
Who was
and
that,
it's
though? Was
just
that
out
Stefano
of-
or White Castle?
That was Stefano.
Oh.
But just out of the sheer PTSD, I'll start to get like
Yeah, exactly. Where you just
Freaked
you
out
have
by
to
seeing
watch
it.
him float. It was
Right.
the Crease Police last season that had it.
yes.
Oh, good try there, but that's just blocked away. 40 seconds left here in the second. Can the Snipers try and get a little momentum going into the third, or is it going to be just all Brawlers all the time? 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4, 3. Caustic tries to go inside, but that's some great defense by the Brawlers. Sorry, BA, what was your question there?
I don't remember, so it was very important.
It was something about forever changing the foundation of the VVHL for eternity or something before you were going to ask.
It was really epic, and y'all missed it.
Only
What
comes
would
once
I do
season,
for a
too.
Klondike bar?
Sorry.
Yeah, that's all.
It just cuts to that Rambo scene where
Dude,
he's on
right?
the 50
I mean-
cal. Just tuck, 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 tuck.
It flashes
At
over
this
to me. I'm
moment-
like opening my doors and Jerome brings it.
For a fresh pack of like mint chocolate chip Klondike bars,
Oh, what
what
a
I
my
would
picks. Sorry, Dan.
what I would do for that would be a lot. It'd be a lot. It'd be
Mhm. Mm-hmm.
Substantial.
Don't look now. Soul Reapers got their 2-goal lead back.
It's a big statement game if they can win this one tonight and then salvage the night at 1-2.
Oh, and he tries to send it out in front. It goes in off the goalie's skate, I think. And Boo scores. This is where we were talking quick strike ability because they just got another decent shot on net there. They got a snipe. Soul Reapers got to find a way to keep it going, and they do, and it's a partial breakaway. What a poke check. Picks gets it, but what a block.
What a save off that rebound, too. My gosh.
Huge. Absolutely huge. Game changing. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Jared
Whoever
going
makes
far
that
side
sign
there.
should get together with Vincent and Tantrums for a hand clap. If you're happy and you know it, I can make your hands clap.
Check out the job opening title. We'll be looking for more on-air talent to replace Mikey Diesel tonight.
Hold on. But it's not a carpenter. It's
Yeah. Sabrina, Jesus was a carpenter. Stefano tries to get over to White Castle. That goes into the corner.
Is that her middle name?
Yeah. Her parents were very Christian.
Interesting.
We have got the Soul Reapers behind their zone, but man, are these Crusaders pushing. Snickers out to center ice. Nice pass to Jared. He's got no boost, but he's got a breakaway backhand. Oh, my goodness. Such a good recovery there by Mewtwo and ISO getting back. Ambu into the zone. We see that left trigger activating for ISO. Good save by Ajax, and he's going to cover that there. Slam Chunk saying, replace Mikey Diesel. I'll take his spot. Hey, sorry, Mike, you've been immediately replaced. And we got the snipers. Huntsy
no,
burying
the
his
F word
first
you
in
will
this
not.
one.
No, that reminds me. Herd, Johnny Longtwig, and Snickers are all on the list.
You just made the list. Mewtwo trying
That's
to
right.
get that cheeky little Michigan going. Soul Reaper shutting that down. Snickers down low. 6:45 left in the third. In a pivotal game 3. Anbu up 2-0. Are we going to see the Soul Reapers finally crack a number on the board here? Or are we going to see Ambu go up 3-0? Speaking of 3-0, the Bruisers are setting up, or sorry, the Back Alley Brawlers are setting up to go 3-0 into tomorrow. Sorry, my brain just shut off.
I get a hurt Dan like that.
Yeah, no, I said, when I said the wrong one, I was like, well, this is over. There's no salvaging this.
Yeah, just if you're looking around for job titles, we're looking for new on-air talent for Livewire and live streams every Tuesday and Wednesday.
To the ground.
I'll be honest. We are so spoiled. We have an abundance of media talent here. We are
Absolutely.
spoiled with riches.
It is a great team through and through. Speaking of great teams, my goodness, the Brawlers continue to roll. What a game 3 for them. Big save there by Gabish on Pixtafunk. 1:30 left here. Again, full credit to the teams on the right, but we have got a game on the left that is getting very, very close to the end. 54 seconds left. Jared in his own zone. He's going to get it down to Snickers. Snickers got picks in the middle. He goes short side. What a save by Gabish. 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds. I realize it's only the second now. Never mind. G-Funk bringing it in 1 second. They end the period still up. I was like, how is that even possible?
Sean, I was going to come in and go, oh, was there a lag out and this is it? And then and then I remembered what my therapist said, and she's like, don't, just let it be. And then you're like, I just realized it's a thing. I'm like, all right, I'm glad I let that be. Making progress.
You gotta turn that other cheek, man.
Yeah, Dr. A, I'm doing it.
Oh, 120. Stefano, left trigger, backhand, scores. We've got 1 period left on the night. Slam Chunk saying, let me talk to your therapist. And it just cuts to you like, and here's Slam Chunk, and the therapist is just looking at an empty chair.
Let me talk to you.
Oh, and that is going to be it. We do see a mercy. Wow, the Brawlers do it. In Game 3, after an overtime win in Game 2, that overtime win was so important.
And I'll tell you what, man. Oh, go ahead, please. You go ahead, BA.
All I was going to say is just the way that the Brawlers have been performing in these last 2 series have been very, very impressive. But the Brawlers were also in a series last week where they went 3 up and then went 3 down following. So
that's fair.
This is something that we've seen happen before.
Don't look now. Jared burying the rebound. We got a 4-2 game. Sorry, BA, continue.
Nope, that was it. That was my final piece.
Hey.
It could only be Jared.
Jared.
Every gift begins with J. That's not the right one. It's K Jewelers. Snickers down
close.
low. Tries to go short side. Can't do it. Gabby standing tall there. Anbu down by 2. Late here in the third. That's going to be a penalty shot, though, and that is going to be ISO 1-on-1 against Ajax.
Huge play coming.
ISO 1-on-1. What a diving poke check. Oh, my goodness, the balls.
Huge balls.
17 minutes to try and come back. Was that Andre? Oh, no, I can't do it. I was watching that Van Fleet interview. It's so good.
that was fantastic. They went back and forth, him and Sasso. It was so good.
So good. Just like Jared using his speed to get into this zone here, and he's going to get that down low. It doesn't get around. Nope. Mewtwo picking that one up. Taking it the other way, getting it up to ISO with some speed down that left side. He's got G-Funk in the middle. Good team defense there, and good job by Snickers getting that rebound. Takes his time, gets it in. Very smart play. Very nice.
Very evil.
That's right. Really good team defense there by Anbu, though, to block him in, get the body on him, and they get it the other way. But equal defense on the other side has the Soul Reapers going the other way, and he's got short side scores.
One of the players to watch before we started this game, and Fix the Funk has been somebody that I feel like seeing ebbing and flowing throughout this series so far.
Snickers down to picks, over to Snickers. 11 minutes left. They've got a 3-goal lead. This is going to feel like an eternity. If you're a Soul Reaper, or you're just going to do what Snickers does and gets another quick goal, he scores.
That fucking dude is so crafty, bro. He's so crafty. He is, man. He is. He's just sneaky as fuck. It's just, you just don't think he's gonna do that. You think he's gonna dump it off just because he passes so much, and he will surprise you. That was a hell of a play, man. That was fun.
There wasn't a whole lot of room there either.
You know who makes plays like that? Sean, you make plays like that. You'll just...
I wish I could rap.
Not necessarily the rap, but people will be surprised that you'll just keep going.
Oh,
Just
yeah. The trick is to refuse to pass the buck. Well, The Soul Reapers have made it a 4-goal game. They've given themselves a little bit of a cushion, but if there's any team that can immediately score 4 goals, it's Prime G-Funk and these Anbu Crusaders. He scores. And we see dueling timeouts.
Not a bad idea. Still a lot of time left, but there's been 2 quick momentum swings. Very smart move calling that timeout.
ISO and Snickers, 10 minutes left in the third. Anbu making it a 3-goal game, and they've got the puck. G-Funk back to Mewtwo at the point. Taking his space and time, using that left trigger. He paid for the whole thing. He's going to try and Michigan it. What a save by Ajax off the line on ISO there then, too. ISO trying the wraparound. Ajax strong on the post. ISO getting that puck off the air and oh, he goes backhand. Scores. We got a 2-goal game.
That's one of those unnecessary risks you don't want to make right now. That's where you get rid of that puck. Dump it. Do something with it, but you don't do that. That's for sure.
It's almost like they're playing to not lose the game versus playing to win.
Oh, and Ajax playing out of his mind at the same time. Big glove save there. Jared getting pushed in again, but that is going to be a good job getting it up to Pix and Snickers. Great job by Mewtwo blocking that off. Snickers going to take it away, though. 5:50 left. He's going to take some time, which is real good. Tries to get it out in front. We're going to have a 3-on-1 going the other way. Nope, one man staying back. That's responsible. ISO and Mewtwo, though. Nice save by Ajax. Can he hold it? Oh, his Soul Reaper brethren come to take the puck away. Save him on that one. Picks down low. He's going to go far side. Nice save by Gabish. Going to get back into Picks in the middle again. G-Funk poking that one away, and this is going to be an absolute battle all the way through. 3:20 left here. Snickers stealing another one at center ice. Over to Picks. Picks tries to come to the middle. Nope, Mewtwo throwing the body. Snickers at the point, just rimming it around to the far side. We're going to see those Soul Reapers get back, but we see a lot of speed from Anbu at the same time. Jared down low, 1:30, 90 seconds left in the third. Soul Reapers up by 2, hoping to go into tomorrow just down 1-2. 3-0 is a totally different story. So this is the most important 50 seconds in their season, and Snickers scores! Big goal there by Snickers. 3-goal game, 50 seconds left. Soul Reapers are going to get the puck right back. But Mewtwo doing a good job getting that back in. He tries to go backhand. They score! G-Funk off the rebound.
Yeah, there's too many great scores to give the opportunity for a rebound.
40.6 left in the third. Anbu brings it within 2 again, and they've got puck possession in the zone, and they're going to get it to ISO.
My goodness.
Scores!
Oh, I would love to have a timeout if I was them right now.
Buddy, this would be a good time for that.
Snickers at center ice, 34 seconds, won by the Soul Reapers. Snickers gonna get this down low, I would think. He tries to get it around the boards, but again, oh, we know he cuts through. Good job. 21 seconds left. They're gonna lose the puck, but Jared gonna get it back. That being said, it's Anbu just having a bit of a fluff on the boards with the puck there. It's going to be 10 seconds left. Anbu is going to get 3-on-3 going the other way with a lot of speed, and it's going to be ISO getting it on the right side. Snickers pokes it. Mewtwo gets it. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Mewtwo can't do it. We are going to have a 1-2 series heading into tomorrow.
What a finish for these boys.
for sure.
What a finish. Great game.
Yep, no panic shown. Played their game and they sustained them. It took every bit of that 60 minutes, but they held on for dear life.
That they did. What a game. So we have got a 3-0 series lead for the Brawlers against the Snipers, and we have got a 2-1 Anbu lead in the Crunch division. What a night. We're going to be bringing you everything tomorrow, the Wednesday games. So we've got, you guaranteed at least 1 in one series and 2 in another, but I think we're going to be seeing those series go quite longer than that. So tune in tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we're going to be going or bringing you all the Wednesday action. If my voice can take it, which it can't, but that's fine. We go anyway. Gentlemen, I think the most important part of a night like this is the round table. So it's out there. What does anybody want to say before we go for tonight?
Michael, would you like to kick us off, my man?
Yeah, man, I'll go first. I'm again shocked to see the Brawlers are up 3-0 in this series. I still don't count out the Snipers. I've seen them do everything in this league, and I wouldn't be shocked to see them come roaring back and force a game 7, much like the Crease Police did. But I am thinking the Brawlers are going to come out of that conference into the finals. And then I'm flipping a coin for this Anbu and Soul Reapers series. They just play each other so well. It's 2-1. It can easily be 2-2 after the first game tomorrow night. That's all I got.
I think Anbu has a shot to take it tomorrow. I think this is going to be a big test for the depth of the Soul Reapers. It's up to them to really come in and make an impact. I know Showtime, those boys are trying to come in and do exactly what they did in the last round and kind of play that underdog status. And they can definitely do it. They're more than capable, but they got a tall task. And for Anbu, it's a great night. They dominated those first 2 games. I think get back to that style of play. Really get that rotation high. They used Mewtwo so well from the defensive position. It was impressive. And it's going to be a hell of a Wednesday night either way. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I say a lot. I don't know what's going to happen, and I certainly didn't see the Brawlers doing what they did tonight to the Snipers being one of those things that happened. And the Crunch division still have no idea what's going to happen. So just real glad that I've been doing this for about 6 seasons now and have learned nothing about trying to pick which team's going to win a game. Have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to that.
None of us do. We're guessing, man.
Crunch division, I have no idea. Surge division, Snipers take game 4 and 5. If they take game 6, I think they take it in 7. But I think for sure they take 4 and 5 tomorrow. I think their depth is a little better than what the Brawlers had, and we saw that when the Brawlers kind of got walked over on Wednesday last week. I think we're going to see a bit of that this week, but then we know that they're going to be bringing out the big guns again in game. They can bring it out in either game 5 or game 6, but I think we'll see that in game 6. So, going to be very interesting.
Shout out to Nash and Infinite for all the awesome graphics tonight. They did so much work, and well done. They were great.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we appreciate you all for watching with us here tonight. Also, BA, Dan, Mikey, thank you guys so much for joining in. Like Dan said, Nash and Infinite, big thanks for the graphics. And big thank you to all the players for putting on some great action tonight. We're going to be back tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Night 2, where we are going to potentially find out who's going to be playing in the Season 10 Finals. Thank you so much for watching. A big thank you to everybody again that made tonight possible. Big thank you to BA, Dan, and Mike for joining in. You all have yourself a great Tuesday night. And like I said, we will be back tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with the end, potentially, of round 3, the conference finals. We love you. We appreciate you. You take care. You have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Bye-bye.